Well, it seems this time, when I take a bit closer look, it seems Nate wasn't guilty at all. Like, I did take a closer look at this one, and it seems Nate Diaz did nothing wrong. He was just defending and he was released on bail. So, let's do a brief analysis of the whole situation. I will tell you what did Josh Schilling said about the Florida state law, and I will tell you what are my thoughts on the whole situation. Plus, Jack Hermansson versus Arnold Allen is off at the moment. Yeah, even that fight is off at the moment, which kinda sucks. But I just have to say that to some point, do I agree with that? Well, not quite, Some things come and go, happen and go. It's all a part of the game. But right now, I do believe that Nate Diaz literally was acting in self-defense. But we are going to elaborate it pretty much clearly now. First of all, Nate Diaz turned himself to the New Orleans police, and I think he did a great thing with that. I really think he did a great thing with that, as he is not running away from the law, and he is not Mr. Runaway. Yeah, he is not Mr. Runaway, and Nate Diaz, according to my mind, he had to defend from this crazy fan. Like, there are tons of Jake Logan Paul's fans, and they have pretty much crazy fans. So when you ask me like why did he do that, I don't think he made a mistake. Honestly, I don't think Nate did. I don't think Nate did anything wrong with defending himself from a crazy fan. But let me give you a closer look. Also, Bellator picked Slim Trabelsi after UFC release, which is another step in a great direction for Bellator because they're picking disgruntled fighters. But now I'm going to read everything, the whole situation, and let's see. Like, Nate Diaz released on bond after turning himself into New Orleans police on second-degree battery charges. Nate Diaz surrendered to authorities Thursday morning, and his representative Zach Rosenfield released a statement to the media. Former UFC fighter turned himself after an arrest warrant was issued for Diaz following his involvement in a street brawl on Bourbon Street this past weekend. Nate voluntarily turned himself in to the New Orleans Police Department this morning approximately at 7:10. So Nate surrendered, and we continue to look forward to presenting all the evidence and videos that show Nate was acting in self-defense. The arrest warrant is for suspicion of second-degree battery, and it's in Louisiana. It's a felony that carries a potential penalty of up to 8 years in prison with or without hard labor, and upward to a $2,000 fine, which, you know, following his booking, Diaz was allowed to post bond for his release from custody with no travel restrictions placed on him by the court. So I assume his fight against Jake Paul is going to proceed. Bond has been granted and posted with the full permission from the court to resume travel, which includes returning to Stockton today. We appreciate how we were treated by New Orleans Police Department, the court, and their staff. And Diaz, he attended Misfits Boxing 6 in New Orleans this past Friday, was involved in two separate altercations. First, nearly going into a potential scrap with reality TV star Chase Demore, and later in the evening he found himself in a fight with Logan Paul lookalike Rodney Peterson, the latter of whom was choked unconscious by Diaz, and in a statement released Tuesday via Rosenfield, Diaz claimed that his actions were in self-defense. Like, Nate's attorney looks forward to presenting all the facts about this incident to the district attorney, which clearly demonstrated that a trained fighter named Rodney Peterson aggressively pursued Nate with the intention of engaging him, and once doing so, Nate acted entirely in self-defense. No further comment will be made at this time. Still unknown whether this will affect his match against Jake Paul, which will take place on August 5th, but I don't believe it will. Hello, guys. Hello, Marcus. Testing, testing. This thing working. Yeah, it's working. How are you doing, fella? Hello, MMA Jesus Burner 5. Morning for you. Yeah, morning for me. How are you doing, fellas? Good morning to everybody. Yeah, I just woke up, so I wanted to stream about this. Sorry, I haven't seen the chat. I'm just trying to see whether this was a self-defense. Like, I do believe Nate was acting in self-defense. I really have a feeling he really did act in self-defense. I just woke up now, so I wanted to have some discussion with you. Like Jack Hermansson also is out of a main event fight against Brandon Allen UFC fight card on June 3rd. And another UFC main event took a hit. Hey, how are you doing? Good morning to you too. Jack Hermansson, unfortunately, MMA Mania was initially the first to report the news, and according to sources, Hermansson suffered an undisclosed injury that knocked him out of the fight. The first time in his 14-year career, 30-fight career, that Hermansson has been dropped out of a fight. What happened with Kamzat? Is it true he can't leave the country? I've heard rumors, but I don't know. As much as I know, Kamzat should be able to leave the country. I heard rumors that he can't, but I don't see why he shouldn't be able to. I heard that he was stuck in Chechnya priorly, but as much as I know, Hamzat should be able. Damn, Uberim was such a monster. Yes, he was. I think he should be able to. He can't leave to the west. I've just heard rumors. I don't know whether that's true or not. I'm unsure. Maybe that's true, maybe that's not. I'm unsure. Let me see. Joe Schilling uses Florida stand your ground law, free of lawsuit from viral knockout. Joe Schilling has been granted immunity from civil lawsuit filed by Justin Balboa, the man he knocked out in a Florida restaurant. You know, that's like what happened with Joe Schilling. Civil lawsuit filed by Justin Balboa, the man he knocked out. Like Joe Schilling got immunity. You know, on April 19, that circuit court judge Fabian Feinstock found Schilling was justified in striking Balboa under the state's stand your ground law because he reasonably believed Balboa posed a threat of great bodily harm to himself. So, in that case, if we're going to discuss that, we must say that Nate Diaz was probably using stand your ground if Joe Schilling was released. Robert is honestly guy. He said that that's why he can't fight Hamzat. Robert Whittaker said it. I know Robert said that. I know, I also heard that Robert said that. I also heard rumors. Maybe it's true, but I haven't seen an article where it's officially confirmed. But could be true. Robert is not a guy who's gonna lie. Think about it. They wanted to make UFC Sweden in summer. That means Kamzat is not injured. Yeah, yeah, like that would be nice. UFC Sweden would actually be nice. Not the first event in Sweden, but that would be actually nice. I would actually enjoy another UFC Sweden, but you could also put Jack Hermansson on that card. But now it's not gonna happen as Jack Hermansson is out. You know that Jack Hermansson is out of his fight with Arnold Allen, undisclosed injury. First time in his 30-fight career and 14-year career that he hurts himself. I think it's because of his president. Anything is possible. I heard Robert said that, but not sure whether the info is official or not. So, could be. I am just gonna read what happened to Joe Schilling. Schilling texted a statement to MMA fighting on the apparent resolution of his case where he had to defend against Mr. Balboa. I'm glad it's finally over. For the last 2 years, my name and character has been disparaged in the media. Seems like everyone loves the narrative that a professional fighter just beat up some innocent person, which was so not the case. Most people told me to just settle it and pay him off, as that would be easier. I don't like bullies, and I refuse to be bullied by anyone. The ambulance chasing Rambam, all the lawyer he hired threatened to ruin me financially, and well, the only person he financially ruined was his client. Just hope all of the news outlets that were so quick to post clickbait articles assassinating my character have the same energy now that the truth is out. Justin Balboa is and will always be a fucking loser. So, yeah, it's true that in video Balboa is shown talking to patrons and bumps into Schilling, which moves him to the side and continues to walk. Balboa appears to verbally signal Schilling, prompting him to turn around. Balboa then appears to fake a punch and lunge slightly at Schilling, who knocks him out with a pair of punches. And Balboa later identified 6'3" middleweight Schilling as a 6'5", 270-pound assailant that cracked him for no reason, chased me down, and beat my ass. No, that was not the case. I remember that. Dictator is allowed in Muslim country. Agree. That's why Kamzat can't go to Dubai. Yeah, man, I'm so sad because Kamzat cannot fight. That's a massive blow. Jack the Joker won against Strickland, then lost to Roman Dolidze, I think. I think so too. Russian, Sweden, triple A's. Sad Dana White will never give him title shot if this is true. And think easy. No, that's why he is so cocky. Well, to be honest, if Kamzat wins another fight, he should definitely earn a title shot. If that's true, then I promise Cedricus versus Robert is for title. Well, then Hamzat is not fighting. Then there is something to do with Hamzat. Then maybe your argument is on point. Maybe you are right about that. No, there is a chance that you are right. If that could be true, yeah, there is a chance it could be true. Now, when I start thinking a bit, it could really be true. Because why would he announce Dricus Duplessis in a title match? That makes no sense, right? Duplessis in a title fight makes no sense, at least to me in the first place. Aaron Blankfield is a problem. He has a good chance to become champ. Yeah, I know Dubai is in 6 months. That's like, why would Kamzat not fight in Dubai? Does it make sense? Really, does it make sense for Kamzat not to fight in Dubai? No, it doesn't make sense. You are right. Absolutely makes no sense for Kamzat not to fight in Dubai. Yeah, actually, that is true. Perfectly makes no sense for Hamzat not to fight in Dubai. Like, it's in 6 months, and on Friday he announced Dricus Duplessis versus Robert Whittaker, and the winner gonna fight at Adesanya. Does the women's 115-pound belt get defended? Who does Valley bang it out with? I'm sorry to say it, but I think Valley doesn't have a proper opponent at the moment. I don't see a proper opponent who could dethrone Valley. Really, I don't see in that division. Like, if we're gonna see another snooze fest, nah, I don't think so. Paulo Costa asked Mac fight in summer versus Kamzat. Yep, I know, but it seems Kamzat won't be able to fight because of those stupid policy or stupid politics, if that's true. So I've heard the rumors, but like, until it's official, I'm like, but yeah, you are right. If that's official, if that's true, it kinda sucks. Really much kinda sucks if that's true. Because I would like to see Hamzat fighting. I mean, Hamzat is an athlete, and you shouldn't mix politics with that. But it seems some people do it. It seems some people don't. Some people intentionally throw fighters because of politics, which is not okay. Which is definitely not okay. I mean, Hamzat didn't deserve it. Let's be honest. Habib said before Hamzat does not have good people around him. If Hamzat can travel, he would fight in London, it's close to Sweden. Yeah, why not? But he doesn't have good people, you are right. But it's not okay towards Hamzat. Just saying it's not okay towards him. Just grab a piece of water, get him back swiftly. Okay, here I am. Anyway, yeah, Khabib said that. I think that's true. Hamzat showed a dog against Burns that was 170 pounds. Yeah, but he won't be cut into 170 anymore. He's gonna turn 185. Hamzat fault. He should know how the world works. I think he has many yes men around him. Well, he should know, man. But some people are simply, you know, some people are simply too stubborn. But this world right now, imagine now comes that transition to ACA. That would have been a massive blow to the UFC. Because ACA, like, I don't follow ACA, I'm not gonna lie, but I've seen there was a lot of fixing and overturning. 11:11 p.m. here. Here is 6:11. 6:11 here. Morning. 6:11 a.m. I'm just saying it would have been a massive blow if Kamzat moves to ACA. Khabib was so intelligent, probably because of his father. He avoided all politics. Yeah, Khabib never cared about politics, and that's something. That's something. That's the thing I appreciate about Khabib. He was never into politics, and Kamzat obviously surrounded with bad people. Yeah, obviously surrounded with bad people. So that is like 100% on point. He was totally surrounded with people who don't support him. Like some people gonna say that they support him, but imagine if they ruin somebody's career. Like where is their love? It's not love if you're ruining your fighter's career. One, two. What else is set? I'm gonna make some predictions today. Maxim Grishin. I think that fight is rescheduled. Maxim Grishin. Michal Parkin. I think Maxim Grishin is rescheduled. I think that fight has already been set with Philip Lins on June 3rd. Yeah, Maxim Grishin is fighting. There are many fights set. All right, I'm gonna set it out. I'm gonna set out those fights. Yeah, I'm gonna do predictions later. Sad situation. I live in Sweden and wanted him as champion. To be honest, he deserves to be the champion. That's very, very sad. Kevin Kroom won his BKFC debut. I had no idea what happened to him after the UFC cut him. Me neither. Kevin Kroom used to be a great potential. Hamzat also stupid for leaving Ali Abdelaziz. I think he would have told him. Who you got? Burns Belal. I'm a die-hard Burns fan, but I don't see Burns winning. I think Belal gonna win. I think despite I'm a die-hard fan of Burns, I can't pick him against Belal Muhammad. Very hard for me, but yeah, it's a very hard choice for me. Me too, I'm rooting for Belal. I want Burns to win, but that is not hardly. Hardly, Belal is just too good. Maybe he is not the most entertaining fighter to watch, but he is so technical, man. He is like, to me, Belal deserves the title shot, but he didn't get a title shot only because he didn't get a title shot only because he is not a trash talker, because he's a humble guy, etc. Is he gonna get affected by Ramadan? I don't know. He wouldn't have a hard time cutting weight, right? I mean, if it's Ramadan, he shouldn't be eating much, so weight cut not gonna be affected, but performance could. I'm happy Belal avoided Shavkat. Shavkat could actually dethrone him. I think Shavkat is the greatest threat to him. And many people are downgrading Shavkat's performance. Yeah, many people are downgrading. Gilbert Burns, modern day cowboy Cerrone with better skills. Hello, St. Thomas Aquinas. Yeah, he is. He is like. Shavkat is the best 170 pounder right now. He is. He is, but he is the dark horse of the division. For me, uh, he is the dark horse of 170. Hope Shavkat fight Usman. Shavkat wins that fight pretty easily. I think that's a piece of cake for Shavkat. Shouldn't have a hard time winning that fight. Nah, shouldn't have a hard time winning that fight. It should be pretty much easy win for Shavkat. Belal is from Palestine. Yes, I know. I know Belal Muhammad is from Palestine. I know that. All of those fighters are pretty much a revolution, etc. They made a revolution. They did some really, really great things in their lives. They achieved a lot, and now it should be time to see how everything gonna play out. What do you think the real top five rankings at 170 should be? Uh, Leon Edwards, Colby Covington, Belal Muhammad, Gilbert Burns, and Shavkat Rakhmonov. They removed every flag. I see, man. I see they removed flags from UFC. They stopped flags because of Palestine and Russian flag in the UFC. I see. I see. They removed every single flag because they don't want to have anything with politics. And I respect that. This is sport. This is sport. So they don't wanna do it. They want to become the sport and they want to turn sport. And to me also, to me this it's all sport. They should at least allow flags for whatever country the venue is in. Leon Shavkat, Usman, Belal, Burns for me. Uh, I think Colby is top 5 for me. I mean, Colby is just talking too much etc. But his cardio is insanity. And Usman, I'm not putting Usman only for one reason: his knees. No, his knees are in a big problem. You know that he's dealing with with knee injuries, and that's a problem. That's a problem. Like when you're dealing with knee injuries, it's hard to deal with knee injuries. Think Belal beats Colby. We're about to see. Think Colby beats Leon. I don't think Leon can handle the chain wrestling. I think Colby is the only guy to dethrone him. When was last time Colby best a good guy? He defeated Masvidal. Yeah, he hasn't fought for a while. You're right. Then the White Contender Series announced 7 weeks this summer. Oh, that's awesome! I'm so glad Dana White is gonna proceed with that. I'm so glad Dana White Contender Series is gonna proceed with that. That is pretty much okay to me. Telling Belal and Burns can beat Colby. About Burns, I don't know, but Belal can. Belal can. Colby Covington is a guy with a top-notch chain wrestling, and I do believe his chain wrestling is pretty much on point. So, yeah. Leon versus Colby is 50-50. I would lean Colby because of chain wrestling and pressure. I could see them beating Colby, but I don't think Leon can. Could be. Leon, no, no, no. Leon is champ now. He defended it against Usman, but Shavkat is a death trap for Leon. Colby is a death trap for Leon. Belal is a death trap for Leon. I just don't see him winning. Just don't see him winning. But I'm glad because Great Britain has a champ. Yes, I'm pretty much glad because Great Britain has a champ. In your opinion, do you think Oliveira has reached his peak? Yes. Personally, I would love to see him come back and win the title. Nah, not happening. Like flags in UFC, it's like World Cup. You get your whole country rooting for you in stadium. At your home, it's not politics for me. I understand. For me, it's either not politics, but UFC wants to stay away from politics. It's okay. I mean, to me, it's okay. Why would you even participate in politics? And they want to keep this a sport. So if this is a sport, let it stay a sport. That's fine. I'm very much fine with that. Like you've seen Easy versus Duplessis, what was happening. They do politics with Trump. Huh. I don't know, man. I just say they wanna remove every single flag. I understand that move. To some point, I understand why they wanna remove flags. They don't wanna interact with politics. They don't wanna have anything with politics, which is, for me at least, that's okay. That's okay. Like UFC has its own ways to go, and nice for me. If Darkish beats Charles, does he then beat Islam? Yeah, yeah, I think he would have the chance. I think he would. Darius, he would have the chance. Pink-eyed goat, hello, the pink-eyed goat. I think he would stand the chance. Yeah, no one beats Islam for me. We will see. What's your bet, lad? I have Charles Johnson to win straight, and I have the main event of the evening: Ricky Simon versus Song Yadong over 2.5. Only have these two bets. We will see. We will see who could like. I think Volk was the only guy who could defeat Makachev. Islam had so many easy fights. He finally had hard fight. He will improve. Mm, Maybe Darius could be the real threat to him, but aside of that, I don't see any real threat to him aside of that. Benel Darius for me would have been a real threat for him. Said next card is good for betting. Next card is, yes. Next card is a whole different story, yes. I agree, next card is a whole different story, but this card is trashy for betting. Next card is pretty much way better for betting. Now let's take a look at the next card. Belal Muhammad versus Gilbert Burns over 2.5 is a nice call. Or even to pick Belal is a nice call. Mov Sarevlev to defeat Bryce Mitchell. I like that. Drew Dober, Matt Frevola, I like not going the distance. There are many fights I like. Marina Rodriguez to defeat Virna Jandiroba, I also like that. Or Marina Rodriguez versus Virna Jandiroba over 2.5. Charles Jordan versus Kron Gracie, I like no distance. What is your favorite form of MMA-related comedy? I like actually that guy, Mujahid Farhalat, or however his name is, this anime or whatever is he making. I don't know how you call it. Arman will be a threat soon. He will. He never got tested and was fighting low competition. Khabib needs to be in Islam corner. Uh, Khabib, I think he decided to retire. I think he decided to dedicate himself to the family. Dustin Diamond Poirier is a fan favorite. True, maybe Gamrot, but I'm less sure about that now. I respect Arman. He would fight Islam. Think he makes easy work of Poirier. Belal said he had no chance against Islam. Well, things can change. You never know. Things could change. Belal and Islam are not the same weight class as much as I know. But Dariush and Makachev, that's a whole different story. We might see something pretty much nice coming up if the two square off against each other. We will definitely see. They same size according to Belal. Same size maybe, but not the same weight class. Yeah, not the same weight class. Vlad, who you pick Aljo versus Henry? I'll be honest, I can't stand Henry Cejudo, so not a fan of Aljo either, but I have to go with Aljo. I can't stand Cejudo and his bow-wowing. Khabib told Belal, you're too small to fight 155. That's interesting. That's very interesting. How does Ankalaev match up against Jamal? I think Ankalaev is tougher opponent to Jamal than Glover Teixeira. I think that would be a good fight. Give us one Spiller confident McKean like bet on spoiler 288. 288. I'm typing. I always try to root for NIC area fighters, but Aljo personality bothers me so much. Tell me about that fella. Reluctantly rooting for him. I want Dricus versus Izzy. It would be a huge fight in Africa. Well, if they make UFC Africa, Dricus versus Izzy is the only logical choice. I mean, let's think logically. If they make UFC Africa, Dricus versus Izzy would be the only logical choice. Let's be honest. I mean, let's just talk honestly. Would it be a logical choice? Yeah. It would have been a very much of a logical choice. Burns is my most confident pick. I think over 2.5. Co-main Usman Shavkat. Yeah. Yeah, Usman Shavkat for the co-main would have been nice. It really, really would have been nice. Co-main Usman versus Shavkat. And there are many other great fighters from Africa. Right now we don't have Francis Ngannou, but for example, you have Temba Gorimbo, you have Cameron Simon, you have many African fighters. If you had to pick, I think I would lean Belal. A lot of fighters will want in Africa, will want to fight. You also have David Onama. You know, David Onama is from Uganda. I want Burns to win. As a die-hard fan of Burns, hard to pick him. No. I'm betting over 2.5. Sterling would fight there. Yes. Imagine like fight card builder for UFC Africa. Got David Onama, got Temba Gorimbo, got that fight Abdel Wahab from Egypt. He is also African. I've got Brunson Sterling. Who else is African? Adesanya, Usman. There are many fighters from Africa. Used to be Munir Aziz. He's not fighting anymore. Team Khabib would fight there. It was a dream for Khabib. Yeah, but I'm just saying there are tons of good fighters from Africa. Henry will win. Unfortunately, Henry will probably win. I can't stand that guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really and honestly hate that guy, but I think he has good chances to win. You know that I can't stand Henry Cejudo. He is the most annoying guy the world has ever seen. The greatest crybaby the world has ever seen. Henry Cejudo. 15 African fighters in UFC. Who do you like? My favorite African fighter is this. Him. David Onama or David Onama, however you call him. The guy from Uganda. And Temba Gorimbo is from Zimbabwe. He's also good. I also like Cameron Simon. He's South African fighter. Cameron Simon is on a nice streak. What division? David Onama, 145. And I like this guy. He is also South African, Cameron Simon. Sadiq Yusuf. Yes, he has roots from Africa. He has roots, but I'm talking about like the guys. Yes, Cameron Simon. Cameron Simon is training in South Africa alongside Ricus du Plessis. But there are many fighters who have roots from Africa. Tons of them. So it would have been a massive event. Yeah, I believe it would have been a massive event. Who else? Who else roots from Africa? Let me think. I'm trying to think. Who else has roots from Africa? I can't remember right now at the moment, but there are tons of them. No, there is that guy from Egypt. Who else is there? From Algeria. Algeria has fighters in RSFC. They don't have a UFC name. Can't remember at the moment. They should go to India. There's so many potential fans over there. Plus, it's big already. They need to make a fight in South Africa. UFC Africa can only take place in South Africa, if you're asking me. They have the greatest number of stars. They have the greatest number of potential stars at the moment. There is only one Indian fighter. True, only one. There is only one Indian fighter. Yes, the guy, that submission specialist. Yes, there is only one Indian fighter, but think about this. There are tons of fighters from China, for example, from Australia, from nearby Indonesia. There is a fighter from Indonesia. I believe there are some fighters from Japan. So why not put a bunch of prospects? Yeah, there are tons of prospects. They have money in South Africa to make the fight. South Africa is actually a rich state. It's actually a rich country. No money in Nigeria. Yusuf is from Nigeria, I think. But when you think about Nigeria, there are many nice prospects from Nigeria. Hello, Dan. I was born a poor black child, Steve Martin the jerk. I even thought most African are from there. Is Usman from Nigeria? Yes, both of them. Abdul Razak Al Hassan is from Ghana. I forgot. He is from Ghana. Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Yeah, Razak Al Hassan is from Ghana. That could be a great card. When you think a bit better, that could be a great card. Imagine Abdul Razak Al Hassan fighting on that card. He is from Ghana. Kenya doesn't have fighters. That would be interesting. Is there a fighter from Tanzania? I think there is one guy, a prospect, but I don't know whether he is into UFC. Yeah, there is one guy from Tanzania, I think, prospect, but I forgot his name. Think he's training in South Africa, but I forgot his name. No, different flags. That would be nice. This sport is growing, evolving, and many nice fighters coming up. I bet Mendes. I think Mendes is going to win. I am confident Mendes is going to win. I just don't see Eddie Alvarez as the greatest boxer. If it's an MMA fight, I would pick Alvarez. But in bare knuckle, I've seen how Chad Mendes trains. One thing I want to know, go for it. 10 more minutes, I will be live, then I'm getting back to sleep. He is minus 240 now. Really? Leon won't fight in Dubai. Who will be main event, Islam or Leon? Makachev. Makachev should be the main event, 100%. Like, should be Makachev or maybe Belal or I don't think Leon will be the main event. Luke Rockhold has always had one of the most genuinely annoying personalities in MMA to me. I agree. I also bet Perry. I agree on Perry. That is my pick too. I think Perry is going to smoke him out. Rockhold has never been a good boxer. He's a submission guy. Minus 270. Perry to win. I'm like very confident in Perry to win. I don't see Rockhold knocking him out. Imagine like Perry has a granite chin and Rockhold has a suspect chin. But he was always having one of the most annoying personalities in the UFC ever. I can agree with that. His personality kinda sucks pretty much, yeah. Never been a fan of his personality and not gonna say like, but yeah, that is a part of his personality. Round 1 KO. I don't know which round, but Perry ETD is a nice call. Perry ETD or Perry KO TKO is a nice call. Round, I don't know to hit the round, but probably round 1, yeah. Leon Hamzat, Islam versus Benny Belal versus Shafkat. I don't know. Leon versus Kamzat not gonna take place because you said that Kamzat cannot travel. So, best card of the year, yeah. Islam versus Benel would be a heck of a card. Belal Shavkat would be a heck of a card. Yeah, in Dubai, yes, and yeah. So they allow him to travel to Dubai. That's okay. That is pretty much okay if they allow him to travel to Dubai. No, they don't. They wanna let him. So only those countries are gonna let him travel, right? Like Middle East, that's the only place where he can travel, right? Only Middle East. That's fine. Well, if he can travel, then I don't know who is going to be his opponent. Then who would even accept to fight in Dubai? Leon would accept. Colby would probably reject to fight in Dubai. I know how's Colby. Colby is just not that type of a guy. He would reject to fight in Dubai. Who else? I think Colby would not fight in Dubai. No way. I think Belal will be forced to fight again if he beat Colby. Probably yes, because the promotion doesn't like him. This promotion doesn't like him for some reason. I don't know. Probably because he is a boring fighter. Because they think it's a boring fighter, not a knockout artist. Costa Hamzat. Costa is fine. Costa would accept. But Colby will not accept to fight in Dubai. You can forget about it. Not that other fighters would turn it down, but Colby to fight in Dubai, nah, uh-uh. No way he leaves the USA. That's Colby is just not that type of a guy. Colby is simply not that type. No, no way. Colby is not gonna fight in Dubai. I mean, even if UFC offers, he can turn it down. He went to Brazil. I know he went to Brazil, but is he gonna go to Dubai? I don't think so. He will come up with an excuse. Don't see Colby doing that. Just don't see Colby doing that. That's simply not gonna come to fruition. At least this time, nah, not coming to fruition. Then Belal will get title shot, Leon is injured. Yeah, that could be fair. I'm going back and forth on the Simon fight, under 4.5. I bet over 2.5 on that fight. I'm unsure. Could it go the distance? Yes, it can, but under 4.5 is an okay call to me. Muslim people don't really hate Colby from what I understand. Leon said I'm ready in October. That could be nice. I agree with you. Never really been a fan of Cejudo, but I think he will be champion. Colby never said anything to Muslims. They don't hate him. So, that's okay. For Colby Covington, that's pretty much okay. Yeah, he never said that many things. That is true. He never said that many things. But Colby was having his beefs with every fighter. Like, do you remember with Masvidal how he was trolling him? Colby is just a master of trolling, master of, master of talking and master of trolling people. That's just what he is. He's got funny monikers for everybody. It's safe for him to travel to Dubai. Could be. I'm just saying I have a feeling he's gonna turn that down. Colby is good businessman. Yeah, but he's strong. No, I don't like Cejudo, man. I'm one of the greatest Cejudo haters in the world. But I think he can win. I don't like his persona, man. Honestly, I can't stand Cejudo. I want Aljo to win, but if I must pick a side, I would probably pick Cejudo. I understand where you're coming from. Yep. I can't stand Cejudo, fellas. Triple C. Well, okay, man, but like, Colby does what's best for him. Yeah, that's true. But Colby, like Cejudo, man, I can't stand that guy. He's just, I don't know. That kind of personality is horrible. Is it Jay the cringe that bothers you? Cringe? It's like, that's Cejudo. A problem with easy love-hate relationships. Ah, why? What did Izzy do to you? Great fighter and annoying personality. Exactly. Cejudo is a great fighter, but that personality, it's even worse than Luke Rockhold personality. Just crying. Same like Luke Rockhold, he was also a crybaby. Watched an interview with him today. So, how did it go? How did it go then? Is it the same? It's true that Duplessis started this, but Izzy really went too far with his accusations. Not sure Henry will win. He been eating for 3 years. Henry is 36. Yeah, he was on a layoff for 3 years. That's true. He was on a layoff, on a 3 year layoff. That is true. But again, you never know which way this could go. Really much never know. Talked about why he took 3 years off. So what did he say? Was it because of a family? Was it because of injuries? Or I'm trusting Yadong to get it done, but it's close. I have over 2.5. It's a picking for me. No, really, no, really. Then I didn't watch that interview. Why did he decide to take a 3 year layoff? What was the reason? Think Aljo is the new school and the jiu-jitsu will be difference maker. At least that's what I'm hoping for. He has been in training this past year, so he was trying to improve, right? That's okay. He thought UFC would give him more money. He earned pretty much a decent amount of money, yeah. But he always wanted more. That's just him. He got bored like John Jones. He got bored, huh? So he wanted some fun. He wanted some chicas or whatever. Went to Brazil to have fun. I know he was intended for more money. Everybody wants more money. Like Ngannou wanted more money when he didn't get it. He was just, he stopped being a yes sir guy. Vlad Leg, I have good news for you. Cast is removed. He got married and had a kid. See? I don't have a cast anymore, but I have a hard time walking. I removed the cast. But I still have one crotch and I still can't walk. But it's okay. Ariel tricked Ngannou. Ngannou was stupid. Yes, Ngannou was pretty much stupid. Thank you for asking, Burner 5. My leg is feeling better, but I'm still having a hard time walking. I need one crutch when I walk. But yeah, Ariel tricked Ngannou. That is true. Ariel tricked Ngannou pretty much nicely. Hoop on a plane. If I only had money for that, and it's so hard to get a visa for the USA. I asked how hard it is to get a visa, but I will write you that when I finish this stream. Achilles tendon. Who's the biggest athlete in Serbia? We have a UFC fighter called Duško Todorovic. But the greatest prospect from Serbia is Marko Bojkovic. But we have a UFC fighter Duško Todorovic and we have UFC fighter Aleksandar Rakic. Aleksandar Rakic is the greatest prospect right now. Though Aleksandar Rakic was Austria bred, he grew up in Austria, but he is Serbian by ethnicity. So yeah, it's Aleksandar Rakic. At the moment, he is a ranked fighter. He is the best Serbian fighter at the moment. And best Bulgarian is Blagoy Ivanov. Volk from Macedonia, is that Yugoslavia? Yes, it is former Yugoslavia. He has Macedonian roots. Yeah, for about him. From Macedonia, there was Volk, yeah, by ethnicity. And we had Alena Medovsky. We had Alena Medovsky from Macedonia. But I will have to undergo physical therapies for the next month or two. Gonna be hard, man. Then you have Volk. Yeah, Volk by ethnicity. But this physical therapy is gonna be it's a real nightmare. But is Rakic a big deal over there, or is MMA more of a niche? Yes, Rakic is a big deal here. People respect him. People love him. Yes, people respect Aleksandar Rakic pretty much. So yes, he is a big deal here. Everybody knows who is Aleksandar Rakic, if that's the question. I thought Volk, actually, it should have been at least a draw, man. At least it should have been a draw, that fight. But okay. Wanted to talk to you about a way to make money. Thought Volk was also Greek. This year I definitely won't travel. Pretty much low on money. Biggest athlete in Serbia, Novak Djokovic, a tennis player. Nice. That is nice. Anyway, fellas, I will have to go now. Need to get some sleep. Need to make threads. No, not Nikola Jokic. No. Novak Djokovic, a tennis player. Novak Djokovic is the biggest athlete here. All right, guys, catch you now and have a great day. Cejudo said he wants Volk. Yes, he wants, but Volk gonna smoke him out. Good night, fellas. Need to get some sleep. Gonna make predictions today. Also to say last minute picks and predictions. Tune in. Maybe I'll train too. We'll see. Night.